All right. So, let me go ahead and let everybody know in the Discord starting now. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, good afternoon, those of you guys who are just joining us. TikTok, I will do my best to make sure that I don't leave your guys' comments and stuff behind. So, nothing much, just in the Discord right now. So you guys are more than welcome to check me out there. Otherwise, just the desktop wasn't working very well, so I figured I'd just give this a shot. But all right, so let me go ahead and start this off as we usually do. We're going to take a look at the Forex Factory. This is where I basically take a look at the economic calendar. We have a lot of new people in the Discord, so I want to basically kind of act as if you guys, those of you who have been here, obviously want to kind of give them some direction. Monday, and this is basically how we start this off. Monday, Empire State Manufacturing Index. Not a huge economic, even though it does have economic pressure, it comes in before the bell. We'll see how that impacts G20 meetings, give or take. It depends on how. I typically don't really even pay attention to them unless some type of news comes out. Core retail sales and retail sales will be the focus on Tuesday. Wednesday, building permits, and Thursday, unemployment claims. Friday, we don't have anything, so that may be advantageous. If we enter calls, where can we sell? 300. I will absolutely do Tesla. As you guys know, that is I put thorough, detailed analysis in my channel. If you guys do read any of my analysis or use any of it, if you don't mind leaving a reaction, I do actually look at who does leave a reaction, because typically it tells me who's reading, comprehending, looking at my channel, you know, etc., etc. So, also, one purpose of this live is we're going to be scanning. We're going to be looking for other things outside of Tesla. In that discussion, we basically talked about how Tesla is getting... What's going on, Ednevius? How's it going, brother? Yeah, we're going to be looking at the potential because, again, Tesla is in range, and if it decides to do this until earnings, which is just a couple of days away, could be rough. So, all right, now... I want to go ahead and now that we've got the Forex Factory out of the way, I want to cover the Tesla chart from the week all the way down. And hopefully you guys can see this okay. Let me do this. Okay. So let's start on the weekly because this is actually a phenomenal chart. It really, really is. I actually looked at it and it kind of gave me peace of mind. And I hope it does the same for you because when you take a look at it, you can obviously see where we're at, and I'll move all this stuff. I have labeled, and I did push this out with everything, okay? And I tried to color... The way that you see this color-coded now is the way that it's going to be color-coded forever, okay? So, I still can't hear anything. Yeah, hold on one second. Let me see if I can help. Here, watch this. All right, I disconnected him, so he should be hopping back in here any second. That might work. All right. So weekly chart on Tesla is wow, that is really comprehensive. I hope it is because honestly, this is a great chart and I'm fucking stoked for it because everything is on the fucking docket, dude. It's right here in front of us. We just have to fucking trade accordingly. So we have recovered our support, okay? So I have labeled 265.85 as our buy. We do not want to go anywhere underneath this mark. If we do, I'm going to assume that we're going to start moving sideways or even start seeing retracements back down to some serious cost bases, possibly even as far as the 230s. But we did spend last week bouncing off of that gap, avoiding the rest of our bouncing off that floor and avoiding that small gap underneath us, showing that buyers, I'm hearing an echo. You shouldn't be. I hope not. Hold on one second. I am, guys. If you are on TikTok right now, I am in the Discord. You guys are more than welcome to join. But that's the best place you're going to be able to see this. I'm not going to be able to. I am on TikTok mostly, so I'm answering the questions of people in the Discord first, and then I'm looking at TikTok afterwards. So I do apologize. You guys are you know, you guys are on the in the holster, not in my hands. All right. Let me see. Voice and video. Yeah, it should be good. Do you hear an echo? 100% sound is perfecto. Okay. Any more sound complaints will be filed to the resource department. We don't have one of those, so it's gonna be a while. No, in the Discord, if you hop back on and hop back off, it should be fine. So we are sitting underneath cost basis. We are looking for a push and hold above that cost basis, with the first target not being the top of that box, but being the confluence at 295.71. Now, if earnings goes well for Tesla and we break this cost basis, I am fully under the impression that we have two targets, okay? Obviously 300 or this space in between, okay? And where it opens up will matter. Opening above 300 is bullish. That's going to allow us targets as high as 335 as our first target on Tesla. Damn, there's a lot of people here on TikTok. Jesus Christ. Why is 285 cost basis? Because that is where buyers and sellers decide whether they like the price. So let's study. Underneath, fall, right? Underneath, fall. Now this is coming from the north, right? You're coming down. Open underneath, fall. Open underneath, fall. Open underneath, fall, right? So we're looking at where buyers and sellers decide whether they like the price. If you're coming down and you're moving under cost basis, you will go to support. Now, you might not break it. Typically, we can find that out via timing. So, I mean, it's cool. Cool. So anyway, that is cost basis. So basically what we're looking for now is buyers to decide that they like the price at 285. That's going to allow us to accomplish the one trade that we look for, the one thing that got us into Tesla for the 500,000%, the whatever y'all got, because everybody in our Discord trades it differently. That's the beauty of the independency here. We took it right around here, okay, right around our cost basis within this consolidation there. And that amounted to a new high with a multitude of different cost bases being broken. Cost basis right here within this area of consolidation. Cost basis here within this area of consolidation. All three of these are broken. One of the biggest runs that we've seen this year on Tesla. So we're looking for this cost basis to break to basically give us, because this is one of the first floors that we've had to establish ourselves on. We're looking for Tesla to establish itself on that 265 level, hold above cost basis, or use it on earnings to basically launch itself into the 300 and 315 range. If you open up underneath 300, I am temporarily bearish. If you open up above 300, I am bullish. Obviously, with the 315 break, I am looking very simply for a 335 target, where then I will roll my contracts out looking for the 265s. Now she is heavy in meta. Yeah, if you guys are talking on TikTok, I apologize. I cannot see your guys'. If you guys don't mind tapping your screen, though, this is all good analysis. You can. I will be posting it in the Discord. So, but the Discord is wide open, so you guys are more than welcome to join. I think it's well worth it. I wouldn't be on here if I didn't think so. So, members think so too, I guess. 285.44. So that's really it. Okay, so that's obviously making things really simple. Now let's move down to the daily, where then things become a little bit more complicated, and I really wanted to walk you guys through this chart because this is where people get confused. So I want to kind of help you with this confusion. In any area where you consolidate and you max out, okay, so 3 times off the bottom, 3 times off the top, a lot of the times you're going to develop what we consider, or what we look at in a Darvas box as your 75% mark, okay? Not as impactful, but worth noting, right? We can see that price respects that mark a lot. Now, this is going to take, like, the top of that is touched by a wick. The bodies mostly stay under 307. So Moving above that, damn, KBH. This is being recorded, so I will post this on YouTube. I know that doesn't help, but I apologize. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think everybody's good. So I think at the moment, right, we have a very small area of consolidation. And I battled with myself on whether I wanted to drop this box down to the bottom at 265. But what I found on a lower time frame is 275 is far more important. So anything under 275, we're going to naturally assume that the gap underneath us at 261.85 is going to get filled. Okay, that's where my low would be. So you would go 1, 2, rejection, down, bounce, and it doesn't matter if this box is off or not, a reclaim of 275, and I am long looking for a cost basis break above 280 to launch us into the so the first target will be 290, 288.90. Okay, and you guys can see that this is a very well established target as well. Any candle close above it, right? We bounce off of it, we reject off of it, we bounce on it. So this is what I'm looking to establish myself above it. Hold on. I wish I could do it for him, but I can't. Unfortunately, it happens every time I go live. I don't know why. Damn, there's a lot of motherfucking people on this. Why? Damn, why is there so many people in my Instagram or my what is this app? I don't even know. I'm 31 now. I don't have to care. Anyway, so hopefully this is helping somebody. I am simply looking for a candle to continue to hold. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the hourly because everything I say from here is going to be confusing. Now, I've broken it down the hourly for you, so you're good to go. Check it out. We've got absolutely control, and I spent a lot of time dialing this chart in to make sure that it was absolutely correct. So forgive the compact information, but it's all there for us. So right here, we did actually go and make our third attempt up and out. This is typically our bearish situation. Now, it was Friday, and a lot of those 0 days till expiration contracts went in the money. We can't have that. So we went ahead and sunk that down. So I'm going to go ahead and allow that to be an anomaly, right? Because everything is still intact. We bounced off of cost basis, and we're currently underneath our 75% mark, okay? And we're going to use this 75% mark and its reestablishment to take it long. My long is simply looking for either A, a bounce off of cost basis again, or B, a break above that 282, and I am aiming for 290. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's my only target. If it doesn't get there and it goes and it hits my stop loss, well, it didn't work. And my stop loss is always structurally based. So whenever I take a trade, my risk to reward is always in favor of the reward, never the risk. Because if I'm getting in based off of a mechanical feature in the market, right? Above 285, candle close, 5 minute, then a 5 minute candle close underneath or moving back down, and I'm getting out. Typically, I'm not trading contracts that expire this week, so I'm not putting my ass on the line. Well, here's the thing, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about Tesla. Yes, it does. Earnings, okay? So I gave you guys the best. I did top end analysis on this. I labeled it all up, but this isn't necessarily for this week. This is for after earnings. Because where we open up is ultimately going to decide whether or not I trade this shit again or if I end up sitting on the sidelines and moving into another stock. My goal typically is to go find stocks that are big but haven't moved yet, play them, and leave. Tesla is obviously a fan favorite. I love it. I think you guys have seen the benefits of trading it, but it does do that, okay? And it does this shit. And it does that shit, okay? And it does this shit. So we don't want to be a part of that shit. We just want to simply be taking this stock at these triggers upon, obviously, upon the gap up. Now, last thing I'm going to mention, I have equity down at 185. I'm here, right? I have some scattered shares in here, but the average is around 185, 192, okay? So whatever happens on earnings, I think I'm going to be okay. Earnings is a Also an opportunity for me to avoid any unwanted risk. I can grab cheap straddle, right? I'm not going to make it too cheap because I do want to actually be in position. No problem. I'll take a look at that in just a second. Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys are in the Discord, there's only 32 of y'all. There's 165 people on, but you guys are priority number one. So if you guys want to drop your requests, start doing that now, one at a time, please. If you have anything extra, we'll try and take a look at it. But go ahead and drop those requests, and we'll make sure that we start looking at developing a plan. Netflix again. You're out. Kick him out of here. Cave Bear, get him. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Someone's commenting. Someone commenting sassy. Someone being Kava. Yeah, we could look at Kava. Actually, so if you guys are here on TikTok, if you guys would do me a huge favor, hop in the Discord. The link should be in the bio, and go comment in Potter Chat. It's free. If you guys go do that, your request will more than likely be taken. But the way that I have my phone positioned, I have the holder covering up the comments, so I can only see two. So I am more than happy to take a look at your stock and chart it up the way that you guys see Tesla here. But you guys have to do something for me, and that's just hit a link and drop a comment. So he didn't give me the powers to boot. I'll give you that. What if you boot me, though? What if you start a real mutiny? Like, are you like... That could be cool, though. Oh, come on. It'd be fun once. You could invite me back after or something. I'd be really mad. All right. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are commenting. Thank y'all. Yes. Look at these dudes painting. I love that. All right. Cool. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the thick of it. I'm going to go ahead and start charting you guys' charts, your guys' charts. I know how to speak English. TikTok, yep. If you guys go ahead and drop those comments, we'll go ahead and start looking those. I'm going to let you know what I move into first. So the first one that we've got is Google. And this is actually and I'm starting on the weekly with everything, okay? And the reason that I'm doing that is to give you... Look at that shit. Sorry, it's to give you guys a fucking outlook like this, because this is where you're going to place targets. If you're not playing Google to 133, what are you doing? What are you doing? Look at that big ass weekly gap. Sorry, that shit amped me up, dude. Look at that shit. We're gonna write that down because that is possibly a small account play. Google has a great look to it, so let's go ahead and start charting this one, and that's on Gorsh. Yuck. Sorry. These setups can be amped up. All right. Let's go. So we got a box right here. That's number one. You made a new low outside of that box, revisiting this structure underneath you. You refuse to close a candle underneath. Why? Because my strategy is real. Perfect. We're wide. Then you already know, dude. You already know. So you bounced off candle closure, right, on top of 118. That shows us that buyers are still very much bullish. Now, you have a small, this is a daily Potter box with a floor of 121 or 122, and you have bounced and you have fucking broken the cost basis. Now, unless some type of higher form of intelligence comes and fucking puts the entire market against this thing, I'm going to assume that you're going to go make a new high. And we're going to go move down to the daily. That's really it. Okay, so I know this sounds really, really simple, but like you're under these, you're sitting on these wicks, right? This is where a lot of explosive movement happened here, right? And then just above that, you have a ton of candle closures at 129.77. This wick is coming off of $129 off of that 130. I wouldn't even be looking at 130 as a target. This gap is the only thing I would be playing to, and I'd be looking at this setup right now. I would be at 30 days out if you're trying to make sure that you're a part of the whole thing. You're trimming, you've got a good expiration, and you're not going to get obviously NASDAQ rebalancing. We might see something, but regardless, I would have no other gap or no other target. And then what is the goal here? The simple goal here is, I think, to establish a candle open above 126. So let's move down to the daily. Sheesh. Okay, so if my analysis is correct, everything should line up, right? Right on the daily. So there shouldn't really be any super duper anomalies here. We should be able to line everything up. It should be right around the same place. This is how you do know that your higher lower time frame analysis. I don't know what my English is doing today, but sounds like I am not from here. All right. So we've got a floor in this daily box, and the floor is established at one not. So this is, I find this very interesting. And if you think about the concept of why a support may be at 125.50 and 126 rather than just the psychological number of 125, just think about it. Just think about it for 1 second, right? Everybody's buying at a psychological number, right? So you sink it just a little bit lower, or you have an average slightly above it. This is going to basically throw people off, right? It's going to allow you to win. Bouncing right here, 125. We can see that the top of this box, right? So sellers, we can see the candle opening underneath 132 and you fall, right? Candle close. So you have to really, really zoom in here. This is how you're going to make sure that your levels are, again, okay, I'd like to draw a line here, please, for 300. Thank you. Very nice. Okay. So let's zoom in and let's really, really explore what the fuck's going on here. So check this out. Do you see these candles? 1, 2, 3. New high, right? Do you see this candle right here? They can't hold, right? And that's the important thing here. Now, there is a box, and I'm pretty good at seeing these things. There's a smaller, lower time frame box right here. And in that box, you ended up hitting your cost basis. So there's no question on why you didn't go make a new high, right? Because you have structure above you. But buyers and sellers, right? We have sellers, we have buyers, which means we have a cost basis. That cost basis is right here. And we're going to move it just a little bit. And that's going to be 129.88. Am I get? Oh, dude, I'm not even looking at the brokerage. I use I almost said TrendSpider. TradeStation. Sorry. If you have any request at all, if you would not mind just putting them in my Discord so that way I do not lose track of them. I see 3 comments. If you guys are really amped up on getting your shit looked at, go to a doctor. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, please comment that in my Discord. That's all I ask. I've already done Testa. This is all recorded. So it will be on my YouTube channel later on. All right, so Google cost basis. We've got an average. I'm going to go ahead and say 129.88, 129.70 right in there. You can see a ton of candle closures on that. So I think the goal, and the fact that you're right up against this is, you know, obviously par for the course. You need to be established above this. Once you do, oh, would you look at that? I'm not wrong. Look at that. Okay, so yes, cost basis is here. So the goal for Google is to open. You have punched back. So I'm looking at a new high of 132 and the gap above you at 133. That's it. And the only other version I would have to that is that perhaps you have some sort. Yeah, and I would say even then it would be, you would have a straight dump, you know, and I don't think that's going to happen. But obviously, if you open underneath resist, so here, let me give you one scenario really quickly that might help you out, because you do have a lot of consolidation underneath you. If you open in the box, you're going to want to open on or around cost basis. That's going to give you that initial pump out. Yo, thank you guys for you know what, there's the only reason that there's a ton of people here is because I post a video of my girl. That's it. I figured it out. Post a picture of my girl and my TikTok lights up. That's what's up. All right. Okay, so Google looks good to me, Rawad. I think hourly wise, the daily and the hourly, I like the higher time frame because it offers much less confusion. Google is a wild chart though. Let's see. Yeah, everything is, and this almost is reminiscent of Tesla. with the stock that consolidates as much as gold. And forgive all of these lines. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to delete all of this, but keep it simple, right? You're gonna have 75% marks. So there's your hourly box. There's that top end right there. Here's cost basis. That's 124.35. Here's your floor. That's 122.24. And then you're going to have a 75% mark, which is what you're struggling with now. And that's 125.50. So I think right now, pull back to cost basis and build and get out of there. So cool. All right, brother. All right, so the next one that we've got, can you explain the reason the market creates huge gaps in between candlesticks? Yes, I can, absolutely. Why don't I go live anymore on trading days? I mean, I told you guys I was leaving. It's just my mental health. It just stopped. Yeah, my mental health is the main reason that I don't go live all the time, man. It is a lot. I get fried out, and then it burns me out, and then I'm like a piece of shit for a week. So I try to preserve a little bit of sanctity and mental health. But it's just been, obviously, I've been doing this for like 2-3 years. I just taken a little bit of a break, a breather, if you will. This guy fell off as a toxic. Why you been in my live for like 15 minutes, Henry? Soaking up all this game. Nah, dude, I just say exactly how I feel. I don't feel that's toxic. I feel that all of you, most of you, just accept things as they are and don't say anything at all. And this is exactly why I don't get on TikTok. Yuck. All right, so the next one we got is Google. We got Google, and we're gonna go ahead and look at Netflix again. All right, so I do have this one for the most part, kind of tracked. Obviously, if there's any stock that's gonna get balanced out of the fucking thing, I feel like it's Netflix. I don't know. I could be tripping balls, but yeah, there's too much validity in that. But let's start from the weekly. All right, so the weekly. Well, that makes a whole hell of a lot of sense, doesn't it? So you're basically, I mean, if you look, you got a wick right here. Ignore this. Makes a lot of sense. So let's get rid of this data right here. So check this out. You've got structure right here. This is where you're at. This is you right now for Netflix. Look how much it abides. Look at that. Ooh, it's sick. All right. So we're going to go ahead and say 435 and 430. That's going to be our cost basis. How do I join Discord? It says link invalid. Oh, dude, you gotta yeah, you gotta go and take the link, copy and paste it in your browser, and then click on it that way. TikTok is actually doing something directly against Discord. It's not just me; it's other creators as well. All right, so this one as well on the weekly, you can see that just above you at 368.50, tons of wicks. That is obviously a floor that is going to probably be, if you go and you have earnings. So let's also think about that. You've got a huge recovery. This is Netflix, right? Part of the thing. You've recovered a ton, if not more. Well, more than 50% of your losses. And you're underneath one of these major blocks. So you're probably going to see some sideways action, I would assume, going into what is a massive area of consolidation, like massive. And it's going to be tough to play because you're going to have quadrants, and you're probably going to have to break this down on the daily. But I think this is really self-explanatory as to why you're pulling back or where you're at. And it's also something that's going to happen before you fill a gap. You just got a strong run to the gap. You're probably going to pull back or see some sort of building before you end up moving into this gap. So let's take a look. The daily chart, I remember. Yes, perfect. So the daily chart we had in trend, right? And we stacked an extra deviation. This deviation fits right there. But yes, and this answers a question that I get a lot from folks is, can you have a different channel, or can the deviation channel be different? Yes, 100%. As long as you're able to establish control, that's the size of that channel. It's not a fucking it's not like in a textbook, right? It has to be 0.68 meters across. Like, that's not how this works. It just points of contact. How many times do we touch, and what type of impact does that touch have? Where's the peanut butter? Y'all are wilding in here. Disney, please, or else I'll kill myself. Oh my god. Yo, what the fuck? And this is why I have not been on this fucking app. Oh my god, bro. How's Amazon looking for one at a time, folks? Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the top end of this box. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're short. You're heading north or south. Excuse me. I got my magnetic centers fucked up. You're at cost basis. You've got a floor. You got money all the way down. Candle close underneath the box. You made a new high. I honestly think that this is a short opportunity with a stop loss of basically around 449 or 448. And that's long, right? And that's on Gorsh. 448.50. You could use the 450 mark as well, because that is a resistance. We've talked about this multiple times, right? The top of this box is 447.37. The next resistance is 450. I'm not saying that, but let's look at previous price action and how similar it looks. Bunches and bunches, right? Coming at the high. So if anything, maybe just a healthy ass retracement. And when you fall out of this small channel and into the larger one, yes, you're gonna fall. And you're gonna use every single one of these things that you see on the daily to do it, right? Let's zoom down and let's get real confused, because Netflix got a fucking wild chart. All right, so I have, and I remember speaking on this specifically because this is one of those charts that is going to give you, if you do, you'll get analysis paralysis on this. Don't do that, okay? Do expect for it to bounce, especially coming into rebalancing. So let me explain this and walk you guys through this hourly chart, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one. There is a box with a cost basis right here. This floor, which you seem to lose every single time, is a part of this entire box, right? But we're separating the two because they have their own separate impacts. This cost basis, this 331, if you're not short underneath that, I don't know what to tell you, because now, not on it, if you short it while it's there, now if you short it and it opens up underneath and comes back up to test it and you short it there, that's fucking money. But if you try to short it on the way down or to it and not TP, you're probably going to see it bounce. But 1, 2, 3, you're opening in this box. You've got the punchback. The punchback leads you down to where 437 is going to be the first mark. That's the top right there. That's going to be the first mark. Obviously, if you lose 437, and I would look for a open under 439. So look at where you're at right now. You're at cost basis. Watch for if you gap down, watch for a run back up and a rejection off of that exact mark. From there, I'd be looking at a decline down to that 431. And once that breaks, I'm short. I'm short probably all the way to 407, 405. And that's coming from the higher time frame, obviously. But so this is a better look. The 4 hour, in my opinion, offers a much cleaner look at what's really going on with Netflix. So right here, you can see that on the higher time frame, we're basically there. So under that 439, 440 mark, we're short, not to the floor, but for a new low, right? And I'm going to give you two safe targets here to watch for. 428 and 420. Those are two targets to watch for if you lose cost basis. Now, that's what defines a punchback, okay? So a punchback underneath under 440, that's what actually brings the new low. You can bounce and you can leave and you can go right back up. As long as you're above cost basis, you're bullish. If you're below it, you're bearish. Can I post the Netflix chart in the Discord? Sure. Do you guys know that this weekend, and I know that this person's listening right now, so he's about to get real nervous, that I found out that there's somebody in my Discord. Now, I know that there's some people who do have Discords, so I'm not talking about you, but there's somebody in this Discord who has their own Discord who's been posting my charts every morning. In their Discord. But I got something for you. I've been waiting to do it, so I'm gonna wait. Unless you want to run, you can run now. Oh no, we ain't gonna boot him. We're gonna savor the fucking flavor. It's him. I got you, motherfucker. No, I was kidding. Nah, there's a sneaky little fucker in here. He's a young guy. I do like the motivate. You know the I can see it. You're motivated to get the bread, but you're just doing it the wrong way, and you just picked the wrong one. You know, because I am really petty. Oh no, I will tell you, but not yet. It's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna ruin the whole plan. The first part of the plan was just enacted. I am Batman. All right, let's keep going. All right, so let's keep moving on the trade chat here. Let's go look at Potter chat. All right, so I did see AMD was one that we really wanted to look at. So let's look at AMD. AMD's nut. So I want to talk about this candle because this is the first I'm going to announce about it, but I am working right now on the workshop. This week is my last week. I'm going to talk to my mentors. I'm going to take 2 weeks off from mentorship meetings. I'm going to spend that 2 weeks basically finishing this up. This is start to finish, and it's the last thing, just like Manny, I will ever do in terms of like from the top bottom education. But this is something that I'm going to be talking about because we're not going to be going over candles. Okay, we're going to be going over what the fuck they mean. I don't care about their names. I want to know why they did what they did, and this is a perfect example of why something did what it did. You just went and hit resistance. You just went and hit fucking cost basis. And we all watched this happen in real time. It was awesome. Not only did you hit cost basis, but that candle closed under the fucking box. That is gnarly as hell. That is what's going to essentially fucking drive you down even further. Right now, it doesn't mean that you're coming down yet, right? Because the candle is not underneath 115. If you gap down and listen, write it down. This is a blanket statement. If you open underneath 115.25, you will go down. Okay? And if I'm wrong, I quit. That's it. You will go down. Now, our job from here is where, right? And that's where we zoom down. So let's look at the 4 hour. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it, but I can see trend. You guys see this already? If you've been trading with me, you're starting to see it before it even happens. Look at that. Look at it. Look at all of these lines. Do you see them? They mean something, but we're going to delete them. Be gone. Go away. Now we're going to keep that motherfucker right there because that's going to be the bread. All right. Now, check it out. So we're going to be able to really, really establish exactly where the fuck things go south. Now, I think I got it. Do you guys see it? Right. Those of you in the Discord, right there. That's one. So now the 115 mark that we just, now, yes, a daily candle underneath 115. I'm still bearish. But now I know for sure that if we open up underneath 114.65, that we are going south. And the first target on that southbound trip is going to be Hold on one second. So on a day trading level, it's going to be 113. You're automatically going to drop to 113. That's where buyers are at. But you've got 2 boxes. Okay, so that's where we're going to focus on this chart. Here are sellers. Come here, you little shit. Here are buyers and sellers, right? Here's buyers. They do not let the candle close under this mark. And when they do, it bounces, it punches back, and what does it do? It makes a new fucking high. So we're coming back down. Same rules apply. Everything, nothing changes, right? Under cost basis, or if you want to, you can. Under 114.65, look for a cost basis break, and you're not going to go to 109. You're going lower, right? Because we know that a punchback is ultimately going to give you a new low. So here's your cost basis. Good God. Do you guys see how, if I was making this shit up, my charts would not do this shit. It wouldn't be the same thing every single time. Oh my God, the power just shut off. Sorry. They said live pause. They said we miss you. Anyway, so just to recap what I was just saying, I apologize. So we're gonna give these boxes different colors, just so for analysis purposes. So this, and we'll change this red, right? Because that's essentially the red box. That's where we're gonna go short. Cost basis right here. Yellow is cost basis from now on, if you're curious. All right. So again, if I was making this shit up, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't line up at 50% every single time. We wouldn't have our charts looking like this. So here's what I say. Underneath this 114, that's going to initiate, excuse me, the punchback. Underneath the 113.50, that triggers the punchback. We go to the floor. That's 107. That's our new low. From there, you're going to punch this one. This is 109.44. So that gives you another new low. So now we need to start looking at where is that low? Uh-oh, that low is 107, which just happens to also be right around this structure's punchback. Uh-oh, the shit could get really, really red really, really fast. And we have the channel to back it up, right? So that would bring us all the way down to here. So let's draw that channel again, okay? I mean, how much more perfect does it get? I don't fucking know. It doesn't get more perfect than this. So we've got our structure underneath, short. So I'll draw it out, right? From here, if you're willing, it's up to you. Your profit target. And I do this, right? So here's how I'm playing this one. If I'm looking at this chart, and I know that I'm taking a long time tonight, guys, to do this analysis. And those of you guys on TikTok, I know the numbers are dropping. I don't really care. I am here to give you guys solid analysis, not to capture fucking minds and hearts of people who want 5-minute charts. I'm not doing that. This is a solid run through. So anyway, this is literally right here, 114.65. This is the entirety of the play, right? Everything else from here is free. You can play it and add, but you can go hard in the paint, literally in the paint, and then take it down and let the trade be free. So you can reduce your risk by taking profit once the triggers have all triggered, right? One trigger, that brings you down here. You can play it with shorter expirations and still be in that main position, in that main longer expiration position. So my recommended short position for this one is definitely going to be considering and that means if you close underneath these marks, is going to be at least 3 weeks out. Three weeks, 1 week out. That is to play all the way down. Yes, you are right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 100 of you guys in here on the TikTok. You guys, I appreciate you all. I really do. And those of you guys who I take this shit seriously, you know, and I'm gonna continue to try and level that up as well. But like, I'm not here to. There's a lot of people who run through the charts, and it's just to grab people's attention. I want to like give you a full rundown. But I appreciate y'all. 114.65. So I think it's a pretty good chart on AMD. We'll post that up. That's the 4-hour chart. There you go. We'll do that in Potter chat. It's Peyton. It's Peyton. What's Peyton? Oh. All right. So the one that we had after that, we had Google, Netflix. You've been looking at the wall. That's usually a good sign to seek help. Sorry. That was a bad joke. Oh. Well, so I don't know when I charted this one, but I did a pretty fucking good job. Nice job, me. 4160 is obviously the wall. You are not breaking that. It doesn't seem like you're breaking that anytime soon. You've got a cost basis right here. That is basically going to be the trigger. That's 3416. That's where I'd be looking for a leg down. Again, more than likely this is waiting. Now, you keep attacking sellers because this is where sellers are at. They're either doing one or two things. So you're running back up to where sellers control the price because sellers are naturally going to yank it back down, hoping for a new low. Or they are going to continue to be attacked at 41, and that's going to squeeze them out, and you're going to go straight up to 47.50, right? And possibly even, you know, I'm going to call it just 47.50 because it's banks, but that would be my... Really, this is a simple chart, you know, in terms of what's happening now. You're stuck under cost basis. That's it. You're stuck under cost basis, and buyers don't seem to like the price. This is the biggest live I've had in like 6 months. But I figured out why. It's literally because of the TikTok live studio. They like shut your live down. All right. So anything you want me to elaborate on that one? I know that was short, but it really doesn't really call for much else, I don't think. That was Brian. That one's good. All right, so let's look at Starbucks next, and then we'll take another request from the TikTok. Yes, Peyton has a private page promoting your page. Peyton has a private page promoting your page. Nice. That's my girl, dude. No, we haven't gotten there. I'm moving down the list. Yeah, we may have to, it's about bedtime for my kids, so we might have to shut this down and start it right back up when I get done. But I gotta put them to bed, guys, okay? I can't abandon my children. Oh my god, drama. All right, why do I have my box like that? I think my box is supposed to look like that. Yes, sir. Okay, so then we're gonna say Starbucks at 109, 102. Okay, so let's look at 102.36. That is our top end resistance at the moment, and you are very close to what we are expecting to be your trend line support. So let's go look at the daily. We are your children, low key. Well, unless you guys want me to come and tuck you guys in. Oh, thanks for the gifts, guys. Thank you. Wow, 10,000 likes. Jesus. What is you doing? All right, you got boxes everywhere. Everywhere. You got boxes in boxes. You've got so Starbucks is gonna need some due diligence. We're gonna have to break this one down and probably leave behind the analysis from before. So obviously there's a floor here. There is a Potter box here, and that's 98.60, and there's a wall here, and that's 150. And I don't like that. So you're piggybacking. Okay, so we're going to have to give it the Wix. That's important. We're going to have to give it its cost basis. That's 99.34. So we're on top. And then immediately when you move up, the first thing that you're dealing with is 102. 102 happens to be a cost basis mark here, and as well as the floor here. So you got what, I mean, I will be honest with you, this is more bullish than bearish. You could be up at your 1, 2, 3, but the fact that you made a low and then recovered that low ultimately, you know, gives me more bullishness. Now that's on the daily, right? Doesn't necessarily mean this translates to, you know, a full-on recovery, because obviously Starbucks has got a lot above it. And the lower the time frame, I feel like the more difficult it gets to, or the higher the time frame, the more difficult it gets to kind of establish where exactly everything is at. But 104, so just to kind of clear things up, because there's a lot in between you and where you're supposed to go. I think the simple goal at the moment is to establish yourself in the 104 range. Looking at where you're at currently, I wouldn't doubt that if just a simple gap up above 102 is going to be what leads you directly to that mark. So for Disney, I mean, you're coming off of a new low, recovering that box, you hit your cost basis, you should be promised a new high. You actually have a small gap to fill at 103.38. I know a lot of people can't tell, but you do. You have a gap right there, and so I'd be looking for that to fill and fuel you into that 104 mark. I don't trade Starbucks. I swore Starbucks can offer some good trades. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite stock in the world to trade. It is great for dividends, though. You are correct. All right, so I think I will use this. We've been on for 51 minutes. I will leave the Discord stream up. I'm just gonna pause. You guys go get a drink of water, do whatever you want to do, and then I'm gonna go say goodnight to my children. I'm gonna go put them to bed. That might take about 15-20 minutes. I usually beat them up real good, and then we'll hop back on. All right. So if you guys have if you guys are in the TikTok stream, you guys are more than welcome to hop in the Discord and view the stream. Well, you can't view the stream unless you're a premium member. You're more than welcome to join that. But if you want to have your chart looked at and you don't want to have it missed, I would comment in the Discord. So hit that link in the bio, copy and paste it in your browser. That should get you in there. But I will see you guys in just a minute. I'm gonna go. Good to drink. Is it good to drink Starbucks? I'm gonna say no. But I will see you guys in just a second. I'm gonna go put these kids to bed. Good night, precious little poopy heads. Yo, so I figured out, someone was joking about this, but I got the Google Home thing, and like now I can automate everything with Zapier. And then I just realized that I can hook up Zapier to Discord, and I could make it so you guys could turn off. And there's no purpose behind that, but I could make it so you guys could turn my lights off. So if like, yeah, I don't know. There's no purpose. There's no reason for that at all, but it's just fun to think about. It'd be a nightmare. We run your house. Yeah. Certain triggers, yeah. All right, guys. $5 coffee equals buy contracts. Yeah, for sure. All right, I will see you guys in just a second. TikTok, use this time to hop in the Discord if you want. Discord shot for TikTok likes. Shots for TikTok likes. You want me to shoot someone for liking? Wait, what are we talking about? Hey Google, lights off. Yeah. Oh shit, no. Hey Google, lights back on. You're not available right now. My whole house just fucking turned off. Wow. That's the fucking biggest lie I've had in a minute. Hmm. Hey Google, disconnect from the grid. All right, guys. I'll see you in just a second. Hold on. Watch this comment. Watch this comment real quick. Hold up. Watch this, dude. Hold on. This kid said I canceled my Xbox Live. $60 worth. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. He's been playing. It's got a day left. All right. All right, let me go say goodnight to these kids, guys. I'll see you in just a second. If you have any charts, you can post them in there. Talk amongst yourselves. See you guys in a minute. Yes, baby.
Dad.
What?
I don't want an apple dog. You look like you just straight from heaven. Type nectar you can open. Dad, can you pick me up by a window? What's your new favorite day? Can you pick me up by a window and lead to an apple dog? Can you, Dad?
Can I what?
Can you pick me up though and lead an apple dog?
Yeah.
Dad, are you coming?
Yeah, hold on.
Dad, I don't see you.
I'm coming, baby. I was just putting on music.
Moving on a TCL. Not in this room. Are you putting it in the living room? But it's walking. Are you gonna put it in here? Are you? Oh.
It's in your room too. Momentarily.